Cheers and beers. Oh, is this thing on? Whoa.
Yo, we're live, boys.
We're live.
Welcome back to Cheers and Beers,
Welcome
everyone.
back.
Thank
Welcome
you.
back. Oh, dude, the weather today is fucking amazing. God, I don't want to swear. Sorry.
It's time for us
God.
Minnesota boys to defrost.
Yes.
Good. I like that.
It's time for us Minnesota boys to defrost.
So
season.
beautiful weather. You guys have any plans today?
Yeah, we're gonna actually go. I got my brother's birthday. Happy birthday!
Oh, that's cool.
And we're gonna check. Sean's coming. You'd come if you didn't have other priorities to go, and got to get that hustle in. But
Work, baby.
yep, get that grind on.
You're gonna miss a bottle of whiskey.
I'm okay with
Sucks.
that. Shit. So my
Sucks.
Sunday morning.
That's
will
a
be
new
okay.
type of lemonade back at home. But then
Yeah.
we're gonna go to Art-A-Whirl after. It's fucking. It's super awesome,
Yep.
dude.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude. Art-A-Whirl weekend.
yeah.
Wait, what is it? I
Biggest-
don't know anything about Art-A-Whirl.
What?
I don't
No.
know anything.
Dude, I've never met anybody that doesn't know about Art-A-Whirl.
And
In
is
the
that thing-
United States.
Is that the
In
thing
the
that-
whole United
Does that
States.
take place on Stone Arch?
Yeah, I mean,
Uh,
it hits over all the way to that area.
Yeah.
It's all in Northeast Minneapolis.
A lot
Oh,
by
so
the
I've seen
brewery.
that.
downtown
I never knew that. what
Off
the-
Broadway.
Yep.
Those breweries, Bajas.
Yep. Baja's,
Yeah.
612, all them Indeed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Usually they have live bands and there's food trucks and
What?
Yeah.
dude, it's so.
Bro,
80
they have
degrees
national
sunny,
bands.
man. 80 degrees and sun.
Yeah.
Oh, dude,
I went
work
yesterday.
weekend sucks.
I ate Blue Door there.
What'd you eat?
Blue Door hamburgers.
Yeah, it's a good
Uh,
burger
never been
place.
there.
Super
Okay,
good. They make them, being it's a fair at this point, they make them half the size and charge the same price as the whole one at the
Smart.
restaurant.
Very smart.
They're great business, man. but yeah, then I saw a few concerts, but it's all weekend. It's so insane. Every brewery's parking lots are completely full.
This is exactly what I'm going to be doing. Are you ready?
Yes,
Bam!
absolutely.
And then I see some art.
Absolutely.
And I see some.
Every single studio has art. There's people on the side of the street at their houses set up stands. It's the biggest art festival. in the
There's
United
easels
States.
all over the place. Just, like, people
Everywhere.
just selling,
Easels
I'm saying, like,
everywhere.
people just selling art.
It's
like,
you
all
can't
day,
get
like,
away
like,
from
on,
all
like,
types
on the
of art.
street, like
Art that you wouldn't even know, like sculptures,
Yeah.
like structures, little things, little handy tool things. So I'm calling it right now. Next year, this time, we're gonna bring Matt for his
Yeah.
first
Yeah.
Art-A-Whirl experience.
Yep.
I can't wait.
Unfortunately, this is the first year it's sunny and nice out because it's always rains this weekend. This weekend, Memorial Day weekend, always rains.
Yeah.
During the weekend, the biggest festival in the United States. Can we move it like 2 weeks?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
I-
Fucking with
also-
Irish heavy.
You know what?
Biggest festival in 2 weeks.
I have a gripe.
With what?
Is that the
Grape
word?
or
Yeah, it's a
grip?
good word. Good word.
Right.
Okay, so I'm at Indeed Brewery, and where this is located, they have all the streets closed off.
Okay.
You cannot leave there with a beer, and your beer comes in a plastic cup. It's just one of those
Oh,
dumb
city.
laws I
Yep.
hate about in
Yep.
Minnesota. It's like if we were in Vegas,
Yeah, no.
and
problem.
I'm not asking to walk around with liquor every day. I'm just saying if it's a street blocked off for a
Makes
not
sense.
festival,
Vegas,
Makes-
why
no, that
can't
makes
you?
sense. That makes sense.
It
Yeah,
makes
if you have the streets blocked off, you know there's not oncoming traffic, and it's already permitted for.
I think it's
day.
a time thing because around 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, they just let everyone walk around with the beer in their hand as long as they're in that.
I guess I was there
alleyway.
at 5.
Again, if
I
that's
was
the
there
case, what's the logic
at
behind
5
not letting
p.m.
someone do it at 12 p.m.?
So
Yeah.
I think Sean.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
What's the logic?
Well, we want
Not,
more.
not calling you out,
Uh,
calling them out.
It's
The
because
reason
we want
this is
more
the
drunk
exact-
people walking
here's-
around
here's
beer.
the debate. It's a lot busier during the day because people are working, and normally
But
at
the
night-
road's cut off. The road's closed, so you have open access to the street.
Yeah.
So we're all just walking down the sidewalk. I mean,
Yeah,
everything's a
Essentially, it's sidewalk at that point.
Yeah. And a designated area where everyone's drinking anyway from A to B, but you just can't drink between A and B.
It could be because it's so close to the street. You know, like if you're getting so sauced up, but yet again, you got to walk there anyways, regardless if you're hammered or not.
Yeah. And again, there's no traffic coming through.
Hmm.
That's the biggest takeaway.
Yeah.
It's
Well-
kind of weird.
So you're taking
Just
Sean's
a dumb
word
law.
for it. I'm actually thinking about when I was in there. That street's not really blocked off, just like the alleyway is. And then
You can't
there's
drive down it.
You can drive
Completely
down
blocked.
Broadway. It's on Broadway.
No, it's not on
Broadway and University, right? No, Broadway and Central.
It's by there, but it's on a
Broadway
separate
and
street
Central.
that you can't even get up because the street doesn't even go.
It's like one of the busiest
and,
intersections. I don't know.
Well, no, but it's
We'll
not
find
there.
out later, and we'll tell you
Yeah.
next time.
Yeah, let's not go there.
Dude.
Let's not like make yourself look down there. We'll let it
Well,
go.
Ricky Bobby took off today. Guy wanted to get a tan, so fuck. Excuse me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of lonely without Ricky Bobby, to be honest.
Poor guy.
I miss looking.
He
at him.
needs a day off.
He
Looking
does.
at him.
He needs a day.
Yeah.
off.
He's been doing a lot.
Literally, the guy
Lots
does all
of
the
beers
editing,
ahead.
all the recording, all the everything. Like he is like doing all this stuff. All we're doing is just sitting by here talking about God graces. What's happening?
Yeah,
God
that's
graces.
the man. That's the guy.
NASCAR driver.
Well, that's the movie they made about Ricky Bobby,
Yes.
and they use his real name. Will Ferrell, you did a great job, but we got Ricky Bobby doing
The
some other
real
stuff.
deal.
Yeah.
In the flesh.
This guy doesn't have to worry about dying, okay?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So it's crazy, you guys. I just was reading, and I'm pretty sure you guys saw it too, because everywhere. Montana just banned TikTok.
It's the wildest thing right now.
Really?
If you think
It's
about it,
crazy.
it's really
Yeah.
crazy.
It's crazy.
I
It's crazy.
didn't finish the
What an
article.
overreach by the government.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Overreach.
Yeah. Well,
Man.
is it the government or it's the governor?
Which is
Well,
In
it's
the
the
party,
government.
the government at the state level.
yes.
Governor, government.
Well, I guess
Who knows? It could
State-
be
They can't
state-
be related.
No,
They
it can't
can't
be
be
related. Can't be
related.
related.
state government and federal government are way two different things.
Well, yeah, but the federal government hasn't banned TikTok,
Yeah.
but Montana has.
Correct. I think that's just terrible that you can do that on phone. It's like free speech. It's like, this is my phone. Here are the apps that I choose to have because this is my property. I paid for it.
For sure.
If you're going to have say in banning, then how about you pay for all their phones and subscriptions and all that stuff because it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
How do you enforce? How would you ever
Yeah.
enforce that?
Imagine you're in your own home watching TikTok. Not to say. I'm
Oh
just
my
saying, like,
God, breaking the law.
And now
You
your
would be
daughter-
sit- if it was illegal, you would be watching
Your
it.
daughter just goes up and says, "Mom, you're supposed to be on TikTok. What are you doing?"
Oh my
You know?
God, did your daughter calls the police on you
Sean, I think you literally learned how to cook chicken from watching TikTok.
from TikTok? I would be starving.
You literally.
I would have been able to
Yeah.
eat.
You know how
Had
we
it not
talk
been for
about living
TikTok.
together?
Yeah.
Sean, if he didn't watch TikTok, he wouldn't have been able to wash his clothes and dry his
Okay,
clothes
that's
properly.
amazing.
Can learn a lot.
He didn't know there was a machine that does it. I'm like, Sean,
That's
why do you have
crazy.
clothes in the
And
sink?
here's why that comes down to the point of why that is such a bad thing to ban.
Yeah.
It's information.
Yeah, it's
You're
information.
you're banning information
Yes.
at the end of the day.
Yes.
In
Really,
all
they don't
forms.
want
It's
information.
all
It
forms
it
of
could be stupid
information.
content, but
Yeah.
there's obviously content there that is useful. But they're
Absolutely.
just banning it altogether, which
Absolutely.
is
Yeah.
a very bad precedent by Montana.
Terrible. I love
Yeah.
TikTok to watch
That
the
will
dumb
get challenged.
videos.
That will get
Dumb, funny
challenged and
videos. I
absolutely
like to
should.
laugh.
That should get challenged. Big
I don't
time.
even watch the political stuff.
Yeah, I just
watch
think
dumb videos.
It's not the
Thanks.
place. It's
I mean,
just
if you
like
wanna watch
someone
political
say
videos,
that.
they're great, but who cares?
Yeah.
It's information that you can't ban.
Yeah.
that.
North Korea has three
That-
public
See, here's
stations.
a really good point you brought up right there with
They're
piggyback.
only allowed to.
China, they'll block obviously Google servers.
yes.
And is that Montana going to do? Just block that as well?
Yeah,
That's
gonna
what they'd have to do.
That-
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You can't do anything about the people who download it, but will they block their servers?
It's like,
what
oh
does that
wait, do
mean?
I drive to Montana and then TikTok disappears off my
I mean,
phone?
what's going to happen?
It just
there?
makes it's obviously you wouldn't be able to have a search engine, but
It's
You
very
drive it
weird.
through Montana, and
you can get the app, but you can't go on. It won't allow you through the server. But
Yeah.
it's like,
They would love to see how they enforce this policy.
Yeah.
Bro, what?
I
what-
think it has to be overturned. It just
It will be challenged.
it complements
Sure.
like why you shouldn't try to control somebody in their own home,
And that's
unless
what it
it's
is.
unless it's bad, harmful, or worse environment. Literally, Sean is a better man from it. He washes clothes and can cook meat now. You know,
Before we go further, a little on your point again, they're worried about the data being stolen by Chinese companies,
so that could
But
be legitimate if
it's
it's
not, though.
outside
but
of
it's not though.
like if
every
if-
company's worldwide now.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Well, not only that, but I'm saying they're okay if Google does it, Verizon, Apple,
yeah.
American companies.
Yeah.
They're okay.
Yeah.
You can have the data. But if a Chinese do the same exact thing, and by the way, I'm not advocating for them, but I'm just saying if they're doing the exact same thing, but that's somehow bad, then they both are bad. You can't have
Yeah.
you can't have
True.
either or. It's
you can't have one way or the other.
Exactly.
I agree. I
Yeah,
totally
then
agree.
they're both bad. They call out the big companies in our industry, in American industry, who are doing the same exact thing, collecting data and selling it, or just using it for their own gains, which is fine.
Yeah.
Again, we buy their products.
Yeah,
but
it's a world economy.
it's the same thing. It's
like,
the same
you
thing.
don't think Google probably has places in China, like someone connected to them, where this data is being shared to every U.S. company?
In China, no.
They still have places all
Well,
over the
the
world.
thing is,
so it's a
too,
world economy.
China
that
banned
data's
Google.
gonna.
They're not gonna.
Well, that go okay. Terrible example.
Yes.
So
I
like,
know where you're going with it.
I feel like it's fair if China does get data, then we should get the same back. It does suck that China made such a good app that we have already mainstreamed, and it is deep rooted in the community of us in the U.S. Like, we use it for so many things.
Oh yeah.
This at in between, and it's hard because it's like, yeah, we don't want someone that could be an enemy and use it towards us as a whole and has all our data, because obviously any governor official, I guarantee they've watched a TikTok video, and now they have secrets.
Absolutely.
So that's the scary part, right? And so I would say, okay, yeah, I wouldn't want I don't know where we stand politically because I'm not in the Oval Office, but like with China and how we stand with them, I would not want them to have an upper hand on anything that we do here.
Yes.
But yes, we have such so it's got to be something different than ban. Maybe we need to talk to the CEO of TikTok, and he's been
and that's what
vocal
we just
about
did.
things.
They
Sit him down and talk.
They had him on a congressional hearing.
Yeah.
Not too long ago.
Yeah.
So if their relationship's good,
It
they
was-
should
it
worry
was
about the
useless.
relationship.
It was
too.
useless. It
And
was just
from my
cookie cutter
understanding,
responses.
Yeah.
they were supposed to make a like part of the company basically called US something. That's what I got out of the congressional hearings.
They had that prior, but I know where you're going with it, where we have it's TikTok kind of broken into American, and the data is supposed to only stay in America.
Yeah.
But it's been found out that even though it's an American company, quote unquote, is still shipping its data over to
Correct,
China.
because now that it's all packaged for the U.S., it's just one button to the
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, it's correct,
Right.
but it's not. They're not supposed to do
Yeah.
that, obviously. But it has still been found out.
but
that they
to
have.
the highest bidder.
No, it's gonna go back to its parent company, China. The CCP.
Yeah.
They have a hand in everything. Every business they have a hand in China.
And that's why it's hard, because it's like I could agree.
Like here, government is separated from business. Obviously, taxes excluding, but the government can't go to a business and say, "Hey, we need this. You're going to give us the information." In the CCP, they can do that, and they have.
Oh
that.
yeah,
And
that
they do
totally
do
makes
that.
sense, right? Yeah,
It's
I get
every
that.
business, every business.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I get that.
Any industry.
Yeah,
But here we have a separation, just church and state. But obviously, it's business and government, where the government will tax you, and they'll say, "Hey, we're a part of it, but we have no influence in how you run it." Opposite of
Correct.
China, they do have an influence.
Yeah.
And
Yes,
can
yes,
make that
correct.
happen.
right,
Yeah.
And
right.
and does. And
Yeah. And dude, ever since this Montana ban happened, my buddy's been missing. Like, apparently, the last we heard, he was driving through Montana, and he thought he was getting pulled over because he was on his phone, talking, whatever. Police, he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna get a ticket. Driving while on my phone." Well, he was watching TikTok, so no one's ever seen him again. So we don't even know what happens to these guys who get caught.
R.I.P. to Sean's friend is very.
I hope not. I mean, I hope not, but
So many questions.
he was
How did
watching
you know he was
TikTok.
watching TikTok if no one heard from him?
Yeah. Well,
'Cause
he
I was
was
live
like, I
streaming
have
him.
one phone call.
He
and
was
I'm
on
gonna
live
call
stream.
Sean.
He was on live stream.
Oh, live stream.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I
dude.
do like where your mind went.
Dude,
Trying to
I'm
lead
just
to the
waiting
missing
for the
411
dot
stuff.
to connect.
He was going to the missing 411 connection. I knew it. You had that stuck from what we were talking about.
Yeah.
And
Probably,
you
yeah.
literally brought that into Yes.
That's all he-
Here we go. It's that time. We're going to read that one Reddit question, and we're going to figure out, are they the asshole or are they not the asshole? And Sean, do us the honors. Take us away.
So today's is, am I the asshole for becoming upset over a supposed joke?
Let's see what we got
Ooh.
here.
Am I upset?
All right. So before we read any more, just off that topic alone, what do we think? Yes or no?
Can you read it again, Matt, please?
Am I the asshole for becoming upset over a supposed joke?
need context.
Needs-
I don't. I
okay,
can't
fine.
call
So
this one.
I think
Usually
that's
you
still.
can call it right away, but not
I
this
think
one.
you can still have an idea. So what I'll say before that, and I love that point of view, was I think the person is an asshole to be absurd over a joke. If it's a joke.
We need to figure out the
So
context.
there's
You already did
context
joke,
coming,
so
but from
Yeah.
what I hear, if it's just a joke and you're upset about it,
maybe it was a bad joke.
It's
Though.
just a
I'll
joke.
say
Yeah.
I'll say maybe
What if
he
it's
is
a bad
I'm gonna
joke?
say, just off without reading it. I'll say he is an asshole. Let's find out if I'm right or wrong.
okay. And Sean, would you agree? I think you were saying.
I'm neutral. I can't pick one.
So-
it depends
he's
on the
waiting.
joke.
Fair.
Some things aren't jokes.
Well,
Alright.
then I'm going back to neutral. I don't want to be subjective.
I'll wait. He's an asshole. Anyway,
I love it.
hey all. I've been talking to a woman and we've grown to want to date each other. She's been very nice and it's gone well as of recent. That is until last night. She was talking to me per usual and out of nowhere she says, quote, "I hate you," end quote, in the conversation. Nothing I said could elicit that response or make sense as a joke reply. It was just random in the middle of a normal conversation. So I cracked a joke back and said something along the lines of, "You could never hate me." She doubled down and says, "Seriously, I hate you." I take this personally and became offended and asked if she's kidding. Again, she proceeds to say, "No, I really do hate you. You don't deserve me." At this point, I make it clear I'm not happy with this and I'm taking it seriously and put an end to the conversation. She then comes back to me and says, "I was just kidding. You can't take a joke?" And I tell her that's not a funny joke and I've never heard people do that before. Then she proceeds to flip it on me and says things like I'm trying to make her the bad guy, I'm too sensitive, etc., etc. Am I the asshole in this situation, and should I have understood it was a joke?
So he cracked a joke. She cracked a joke.
But her joke was,
That's
I
not a
hate you.
joke, bro. That's
and
not a
then he
joke.
responded like,
I don't even.
"Ooh."
Yeah, dude, I was not expecting.
And she
that.
didn't, and she doubled down.
Yeah, that's not cool at all.
And then he
Ooh.
was upset about it.
Yeah, he called her out saying, "Hey, like that's not cool to say it twice because I thought you were joking first, but then you kept being serious,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and now after some time, now you're telling me it was a joke when you had the time prior to telling me it was a joke instead of doubling down."
Okay, so the
So
guy,
he-
the OP guy.
Yeah, so he
original
at
poster.
first he thought it was a joke. Then he's like, "Oh, I hate you too." And then she's like, "No, I'm serious." And then he got a little like worried to where we are now. Like, was it a joke? Because now then sometime later she said it was, but she never cleared it up. Then.
He didn't say later though. I want that in context. Could you double check?
Sean, do you mind?
Just to say later, because I just want to make sure we have all the facts.
So she then comes back to me and says, "I was just kidding. You can't take a joke."
So she came back. So
Yeah.
she left him with "I hate you."
Seriously, I hate you.
Seriously.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she goes, "I hate you."
Yeah.
He says something like, "Oh, you can never hate me." She says, "Seriously, I hate you."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's not
And-
something you
and
joke
then a
about.
little
That's
They
bit-
do
so
say
sad.
hate's a strong word, and I agree with
Yeah,
that
that's
statement.
not cool. It's different if I tell an actual joke. See, that's where I expected this was going. Was
That was a terrible
someone
joke.
said like a nice,
Yeah,
like
that's
something
just-
funny,
Yeah,
like, but no, that's not a joke even.
I guess. Supposed,
Like, who would
Yeah.
do that?
I guess it's supposed joke, like the title says.
Supposed joke,
I
yeah, there you
guess.
go,
I
there you go,
don't
yeah.
know where that came from. She clearly has anger for something with him. 'cause that's
Also-
all
Oh,
she
she's
knows.
definitely upset with him.
Also, like, if you say something as long, and like this is how I am. If you say something on the long lines of hate, and then you don't like rebuttal right away and say, "Oh, I was just kidding," and you leave, like you're really like, okay, you want him to sit there and think that he hates you, and he's asking you like, "Hey, am I?" Like the joke's terrible. It's a terrible joke.
It's not a good one.
Not
Like
good.
I said some terrible jokes,
That one's just not a good one.
but that's like a really bad joke.
Yeah, it's different if like you tell a joke.
Like
You're
I
like,
hate you,
I hate
but I'm
you.
like,
but
I'm
that's
just
like
kidding,
you
I'm
already
kidding.
know. That's a whole different thing. Like this one's traumatic.
Yeah, and I get that she was trying
Yeah.
to sell herself to make it feel, but she really put him in a place that he was like, "Wow, you're being real. I'm letting you know right now. This feels really real to me."
Yeah.
and she still
Yeah.
just said she came back later, like, yeah. So
She knew she.
I
done.
think
Done
the
did it
guy.
this
I
time.
don't think the guy's wrong here.
No,
For
he's not
questioning.
that.
He's questioning things right now because
She's
he's like,
not that.
you
No.
had a time to clear it up and you doubled down, and then we don't have a context for how long she waited until afterwards to tell him that
Yeah.
she was joking.
Yeah.
But she put it in his mind though.
Yeah.
For sure. She definitely left that in there. And I'm like,
Yeah.
it could go opposite way. Obviously, it could be a guy saying that to a girl. But obviously, the situation right now is the girl said it to the guy, and she left him hanging. And he just now he's questioning. He's like, shit, maybe she really doesn't like me. Maybe she
Yeah.
does hate me. And
So-
that's it's not a very good feeling. You know
Well,
about that.
And that's the thing. I don't think it's could go as far as asshole. I think it's like the guy has the respect to go to the girl and be like, "Hey, you say you were kidding. Please just don't ever do that joke again because it made me
That
really
one
think."
hurt.
And if it happened multiple times, like as the supposed joke, and it happens, she is an asshole.
Yes.
But if it's just the first time, you do have to understand that sometimes people do take things farther and has jokes,
Absolutely.
and they want to prove a point, but they don't. If he doesn't sit down and realize, like, hey, this is how it made me feel, please just don't use those types of jokes again, then okay, that's great, good. But if she does that again, she's an asshole. So I'm gonna say not an asshole here for me at the post.
I'll
Yeah.
say neither one. I don't even think she is because again, maybe she just didn't know how much that quote unquote
Yeah.
joke was going to push his buttons.
Correct.
And so I wouldn't call her an asshole. She just has a dark humor, probably.
Correct. I
Yeah.
agree with you
I have
too.
a dark humor.
Yeah.
That could be. This one hits me in the feels, so I think he is not the asshole.
Oh no,
I
I
think
don't
she
think he's wrong.
kinda-
I don't think.
I don't think
What do you
she
think?
kinda-
She's an asshole?
No,
She kind of is.
So you
Kinda
can't say.
is.
I don't.
I
feel
understand
Like
she-
kinda,
it
so
might
you're
have been
saying she
her-
is, then.
It might have been her type of humor type thing, but I don't know. At least get some P's and Q's because clearly she's obviously dating a well articulated person, so she's got to be well articulated and understand that's not funny.
Yeah.
I don't know. Again, we don't
I
have
hate
context.
you.
I don't know if she made the
I
joke.
hate you.
I don't know if she
Like,
made the joke plenty of times before, and he's told her like, "Hey, that really hurts." We
Yeah.
don't know.
Dude,
They
that's
can
fucked
talk it
up.
out.
That's
But
fucked up.
They can
That's-
talk it out.
I don't
like,
think.
yeah.
I don't think it's that big.
They
of a
can
deal.
talk about it. Maybe
Yeah.
it's not.
That's what it is. You gotta talk about it.
Like,
Yeah.
I mean, some people might be like, "Oh, she fucking hates me," ha ha ha, and be a good joke for the guy. But sometimes he could be like, "Oh, this is getting real, and I don't understand this." And it's having her know that this is the type of guy that he is and how he takes it. That is just how it is. Everyone's a little bit different. So.
Run, brother, run. Do it. Run, King. Get out of that situation.
I say okay.
Can't be
So
having
are
that
we
in your
all
life.
in agreement here on
I
neither
say
of the
not.
people are assholes?
I don't think.
Yeah, he's not that.
from
asshole.
from what we
So,
have from the story.
Neither.
I'll say no.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice. We all agree.
Nice.
And we need more context.
If you wanted to go further, yeah, it could be just like, has it been happening? It'd be good to have that type of context.
Yeah, absolutely.
Woo!
Yo, and that's
Yes.
today's episode.
We are out.
Cheers and beers.
Alrighty.
We love you. We
Yeah.
thank you. We'll miss you.
Thank you, thank
we
you,
will
thank
be
you.
back. Tune in for the next episode. We've got
Next
Josh.
Monday.
We got Sean.
Matt here.
Thank you very much.
Yes,
we
sir.
appreciate you. We appreciate you. And we love you.
Love you.
Cheers.
Cheers and beers,
Cheers,
baby.
beers.